Hello everyone, welcome to Born Scholars. I am Lalit. I'm a communications coach, an engineer turned communications coach, and I am a writer. And I'm practically taking this communication skills enhancement course where we are talking about various things. And this is a series on vocabulary that we are doing at the moment. And this is the seventh part. It's the part 7 that we are on to today. And today we are going to do another reading session where we are going to find out 19 new words and we will see the meaning of those words. And this time I'm reading an article from Medium and it's written by, let me just adjust. Okay. Yeah, the topic is the phrase to remove from the vocabulary right now. And it's written by Laura Noel. Let's see what the article says, what the article has to convey, and we will try to figure out some of the words. We'll try to hunt words from this article. Okay. Now, this is how the article begins. We become our thoughts, and the self talk we engage in influences our results and the quality and richness of life we experience. The self talk is usually automatic and often goes unnoticed because it is deeply embedded in our subconscious mind as a part of our paradigm. When it comes to our habitual behavior or some or our results, the paradigm runs the show. I hope you know self talk because it started with something called self talk. And we will be discussing the words separately. And there is a word called embedded, subconscious, paradigm. We normally say there is a paradigm shift and habitual behavior and the words like this. I'm not going to make you understand the crux of the or the summary of the article. That's not we are going to discuss today. The idea is to the idea is to only hunt for the words. Only hunt for the words. Now there are a few phrases. I mean that's how the further paragraph goes. Now there are a few phrases and the words I hear quite often when talking with clients and potential clients that can sneak up and truly derail your chances of having the life you truly want. I will address them over the coming weeks, but this first one is particularly damaging. I can't or I don't. This is probably the most disempowering phrase of all. and it gives power to something outside of yourself. I can't do this because I don't have the time, the money, or something else happened that prevented me from doing this thing I said I wanted to. Instead of saying I can't or other variation, I don't have maybe money, time, freedom, blah blah blah. I want you to use the phrase I choose not to. When you use this phrase, it automatically gives you back your power. When you say things like I can't, we are being lazy in our thinking and relinquishing our power to someone or something else, such as a boss, someone in our family, or a circumstance. When you catch yourself saying, I can't, immediately adjust your thinking and say, I choose not to. Notice how that feels. Does it feel empowering? Does it do you feel inspired to take the stand for yourself and choose another option? For most, it can feel empowering. And if you pride yourself on always wanting to improve, it might even get under your skin a bit because you can't see the I can't for truly what it is, an excuse and a way to avoid making the committed decisions. Once you make the committed decision to take a stand for yourself and your dreams, those obstacles and excuses make way for new, awesome version of yours, and it can almost seem magical. Stop fighting for your limitations and start fighting for your power that is already inside you, just waiting to emerge. That was the article, and now let's see what are the words that we encountered or that we saw in this whole process. Now, the first word that we saw was self talk. Now, self talk is a noun and it's about the internal dialogue one has with oneself and often influencing thoughts and actions. Now, in communications, we sometimes give a lot of importance to self-talk because we have to we also tell or recommend people to have a lot of self-talk, engage, to participate, or to become involved in. Engage. Influences, it's a noun or a verb as well. Now, the power to affect someone or something. Influence. I'm trying to influence you, or you are trying to influence me, means you're trying to exert power on me to maybe change my decision or my thought process. Next one is richness. Now, richness is a noun and it's about the quality of being full, deep, or abundant, and can refer to ideas or experiences also. Richness. Embedded. Embedded is adjective or sometimes a verb, firmly fixed in a surrounding mass, or maybe you try to insert something. um, we say that you are trying to embed it somewhere, to fix deeply into something. Paradigm is a very, very important word and is being used in many articles and discussions. You must have heard it many times. Now, normally we say paradigm shift. It's a noun, a model or a pattern of something. A typical example, a model or a pattern of something. So, whenever we say paradigm shift, it means the pattern has changed. The pattern has changed. Habitual is adjective and it's done regularly or repeated as a habit. Um, Habitual liar, or you know, if somebody steals things regularly, so it's kind of a habitual stuff. Immune is adjective, protect or exempt from something, especially disease or negative influence. Immune yourself, protect or exempt. Make yourself stronger so that you make yourself immune to disease or the negative influence. Grips, verb or noun, seize or hold tightly. A strong hold or a control. Maybe some disease it has gripped you. So it's like holding tightly or sitting on it now. It's sitting on you. Phrases is group of words that express a concept or a function as a unit in the sentence. When you look for phrases, set of phrases, a number of phrases to enhance your communication skills, you will find number of YouTube videos on phrases, English phrases. And it's considered that when you have the phrases, it makes your communication better. Quite often, quite often. Frequent, happening many times. So when it is frequent and happening many times, we say it's quite often. Sneak. Sneak is a verb to move quietly or secretly to avoid detection. To move to move quietly or secretly to avoid detection. That's sneak. We always say you're trying to sneak in. I was trying to sneak in. Quietly, secretly. Derail. Derail is a verb to cause something to go off or fail. Derail. Whenever you want to spoil somebody's program, you are actually trying to derail the program. Disempowering. Disempowering is an adjective and or a verb. It can be used as a verb as well. Disempowering is when you are making somebody powerless. You are removing all the powers. It could be a person. Disempowering. To take away power or confidence. Relinquish. Relinquish. Giving up or letting go something voluntarily. Normally used in the legal terms, relinquish. Or property here, you know, in the documents like that, you will find this word very often, relinquish. Inspired. Inspired is, I think most of you must have heard, especially those who are listening to the motivational speeches. Inspiration is a word, inspiration is the key word that you always look for. Inspired. Inspired, filled with motivation or creativity. to simulate or motivate. Committed decision, a firm and dedicated choice, a resolution to do something. Committed decision, a firm or dedicated choice, a resolution to do something. Obstacle. Obstacle is something that blocks progress or makes things difficult. Something that blocks progress or makes things difficult. Obstacle. When you set on to do something, you're bound to face, or bound to encounter obstacles. Limitations is noun, and its restrictions or boundaries that prevent full potential or freedom. Limitations. Limitations, restricted. Whenever you have limitations, you are restricted. So these were the 19 words for today. You can find these words in the description box. And since it is the seventh session on with the vocabulary hunt, as we said, I'm targeting to make it around 1,000 words so that you can enrich your vocabulary and add on these words. But you've got to keep reading. Reading is a practice that you have to copy from these sessions. You will get number of words only when you read. Also subscribe to our channel. As for the analytics that we have, most of the people do watch our channel, but then they don't subscribe. So you subscribe. Those who are interested in learning more and enhancing their communication skills, they can really subscribe to this. As we get better, we will be able to give you more content on communication skills. And those who want to have discussions, those who want to have conversations with us, they can write to us on our mail ID, which is there in the description box, and then we will arrange surely the communication or the conversation with that. Thanks a lot for being with us, and see you next time again. Thank you very much.